Well, it looks like another one of Blake Lively's friends have clawed back her support of her. We've got to talk about it. So this came out over the weekend, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I wanted to today. And that is regarding America Ferrera. Sorry if I'm butchering her name. No shade to her. You guys know me and names are not friends. Okay. So if you see her Instagram, okay, you may say to yourself, well, what do you mean, Melanie? What do you mean she pulled back support? I just see her posting, just normal stuff that probably she posts. I don't follow her. You may or may not follow her. So it probably just looks normal to you. But let me show you this. So if you go back to a few months ago actually in December, when Blake filed that ridiculous CRD complaint, then a New York Times article came out the next day. We all know that saga. Well, there were people who threw out their support, and some were the cast members from It Ends With Us. But then also you have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, her co-stars in that. It's funny, we didn't hear anything from Gigi Hadid, and we didn't hear anything from Taylor Swift, which are supposed to be like her best friends. Don't you find that really surprising? But okay. So as we go here, it says that America, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel released a statement in her support. Now, I am not sure if Alexis has Instagram. In fact, I tried to look it up, and someone said that she doesn't. Let me see. No, I don't think she has an Instagram to put anything on there. But so they all released this joint statement. It was all the same thing, just showing support for her, right? Initially, which you would see that because if a woman makes these claims, usually, no one's out the gate thinking that this is false. And you're going to throw support, even if you don't know all the details, especially if this is somebody you work with before and you guys are still cool, or maybe you're not, but you still want to show support. Well, it looks like that has changed because if you go to Amber's Instagram, Amber Tamblyn, this is what they had all put out on December 22nd. So this reads, as Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation. There was no campaign waged against her. That is a lie. I'm not saying this woman's lying. She's just going off of what the lies that Blake has told and that New York Times article, which is a complete smear piece on Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath and Wayfarer Studios. But I have to continue to say this because the bots and trolls like to say, oh, we have to look at both sides. No. I've looked at both sides. You have not read the complaint. You have not looked at the lawsuits. You have not looked at the evidence. You have not looked at Justin's response to any of it. So please don't tell me about both sides. This is one side who is lying, who is deceiving, who is trying to destroy the other. And it is very clear that Justin Baldoni is the victim in this case. Sorry, I had to. Okay, I'm calm down now. Throughout the filming of It Ends With Us, we saw her summon the courage to ask for a safe workplace for herself and colleagues on set, and we are appalled to read the evidence of a premeditated and vindictive effort that ensued to discredit her voice. Most upsetting is the unabashed exploitation of domestic violence survivor stories to silence a woman who asked for safety. The hypocrisy is astounding. This is the most disgusting statement, especially when you realize this is all lies, gaslighting, falsehoods. This is, complete. This is malice. Like none of this is true. And they're saying that they looked at, what does it say here? It says on set, we're appalled to read the evidence. What evidence did you read? Because this is on the 22nd and the 21st. She did the complaint on the 20th and then filed immediately to sue. She didn't want them to investigate anything, the California Civil Rights Department. And then the New York Times article comes out immediately on the 21st. Is that the evidence you're referring to? Because I know you're not talking about the evidence in the paperwork. Because this is delusion, fever dream, like complete out of touch with reality. But again, they may just believe what Blake is saying because they know her. So no shade to Amber, but sis, this needs to go. And it looks like somebody agrees, which I said, America Ferrera, because she shared the same thing But now if you go, look here. She posted this on November 10th. She posted this on December 12th. And now March 5th, she's posted again. What happened to the 22nd? Because she had the same thing posted as Amber did on her timeline. But now it looks like that has all but disappeared. I think she is still following Blake. Let me just see here. Following. Let's see. Blake. She's still following Blake. But why would she remove this from her timeline if Blake is telling the truth? Huh? I think America is realizing Blake is a fake. Fake Lily is what her name should be, because obviously we know this, but we're seeing more and more, the silence is very loud with the people who are not supporting her, people that other people she's worked with. Now, with this being clawed back, we've seen with the castmates have been quiet, or like Brandon Sklenar, he doesn't want to choose sides. Essentially, he's just team it ends with us, the movie was so great, blah blah blah. But he was real loud at first about how, read this, look what happened to Blake and all of the other people involved with this. But now they're dead quiet. And this is why it's important that we continue to put out receipts, that we continue to speak up and get this information out there, because it is having an impact. And we know these celebrities are seeing it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds himself has blocked me. So we know that Predator Pool has seen the receipts and he doesn't like the truth coming out. It really hurt his feelings, And he says Justin Baldoni isn't man enough, and that that Justin Baldoni pretends to be the man that he is. Okay. And all the things we've seen about Ryan Reynolds, the fact that he put that out there it would be comical if it wasn't more of him perpetuating the bullying that he has done to Justin Baldoni. It is just disgusting. These people need to be in jail, honestly, when you look at all that they did to try to extort Justin Baldoni and Wayfair and Jamie Heath out of their movie, out of the sequels, out of the thing that they had worked years to build up. And then Blake, because she's so incompetent, and even though she has her production company and they've announced multiple movies under her production company, nothing has happened. Nothing's coming out. Nothing's gotten off the ground, because so she wanted to, in my opinion, steal his work, steal his movie, and then try to take the sequels, because she saw what the fan base was. But the fan base has hated her from day one because she was too old. She's a middle-aged mother, and the woman who was supposed to play Lily in that movie was like in her early 20s. But that is on Justin and Wayfair for even casting this wretched witch in the first place. But guys, I digress. There's more stories to get to. I thought I would point this out because I find it hilarious that she has quietly deleted all that. She is not standing on business. Now, she may come out and say, I just wanted to delete it because it made my timeline look weird. But she has other things that she posts that are not just her picture, like Yo Play and this is her going back to like Barbie. And it doesn't seem like she posts a lot. So for her to post that, it was really significant at the time. And then for her to remove it, it means something. This isn't somebody who's constantly posting every 5 seconds. It's every month or every couple of months that she's putting anything out. So this was a big deal. Let me know what you guys think, what you're reading into this. Am I reading too much into it, or are we over the target? But make sure you guys are also following me on my social media. The links are below in the description box. Real Melanie King everywhere. And I will see you guys on the next one.